This episode of Pondoff's Anonymous is brought to you by McKelvey Insurance Group. If you've ever felt confused or overwhelmed by insurance, McKelvey Insurance Group keeps it simple. They are an independent agency, which means they compare options from multiple providers to find the coverage that actually fits you and your needs, not just one company's policy. There's no pressure, no jargon, just honest guidance and real help. Call Evan McKelvey at McKelvey Insurance Group at 618-623-0080. You can reach out to us at Pondoff's Anonymous and we'll connect you. Or visit their website at mckelveyins.com. That's McKelveyins.com. We couldn't produce this show without them. This episode of Pondoff's Anonymous is brought to you by Light Source. What do we need when we're in the dark? Sometimes it's simply just a light source.
I'll react if I had to. Put some things in the past too, and don't let them distract you, but react if you have to. I'll react if I had to. Put some things in the past too, and don't let them distract you, but react if you have to. React if you have to. Don't know the time, just know that I'm one of a kind. What's on your mind? Well, hard to find. Beautiful mind. Still in my prime. Just know that I'm here.
Soft opening. That's what they call me. I did a podcast the other day. I've told this story, and she was incredible. And she had the best, like 3, 2, 1. And she was, let's get busy. And like, it was really good. And I just like, hey.
And I'm like begging Chris to like introduce the people on the podcast. I'm like, it doesn't even have to be rehearsed. Just say their name.
I've been excited. We've been talking about doing this for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Guys, thanks for coming. Introduce yourself. Let's test the microphone for you. So, Chrissy, if
I am the mom.
You and your brothers.
She the mom.
I'm the mom. I'm Chrissy. This is my oldest, Arty. That is my youngest, Jacob. He has a twin sister, Jennifer. She couldn't make it. Wow. And then
not identical.
AJ was number 2. What?
She's cute.
Yes.
So it's definitely not identical.
She's not a Jacob. Definitely not a Jacob.
And her name's
Jennifer.
Jennifer has been to Drug Church with Chrissy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hey girls.
She's been to that. Yeah, she and I went. Hopefully get to go again sometime soon.
Yes, please.
So
you were gonna share one night, and then something came up, and we had to reschedule.
Yeah, she's a school teacher. I get up. My problem is I get up early in the morning. I get up at 4 a.m. So for me, there's times where it's like I'm ready for bed. So.
By 6 o'clock, you're winding down.
Yes.
I get up.
Yes.
Maybe 8:25, and I feel the same way.
I wish. We had Jennifer's bachelorette party last weekend down at the lake, and I'm waking up at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, well, this just,
Thank
sucks.
Thank
she had a bachelorette party?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Last weekend.
When's the wedding?
Married.
November.
What
November
day?
1st.
Okay.
A Sunday.
Do we like him?
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't.
What kind of question is that?
Well, first off, what kind of answer was that?
Yeah,
You both,
especially if he's
looked
gonna
at each
watch.
other.
The only
Especially
one
if he's gonna
probably
watch the podcast, you guys.
Are you
he's
excited
he's a very good.
He makes her happy.
Yeah.
Makes us happy.
Yeah. And he's very good to her. So yeah.
Big bike guy.
She is. What's his name? Mike.
Adam.
Oh,
No, I said he's a big bike guy.
big bike guy.
Bike,
Yeah.
I thought you said either big Mike guy, that you're a big Mike guy, or that he's a big white guy. I'm like, okay.
No.
No.
Interesting.
Neither. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
God bless. I am excited for her.
Say God bless.
Yeah.
We'll see her again.
Yes.
Definitely at the golf tournament because
Yes.
she's the ball breaker, right?
I'll say it's probably Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jesse. Okay.
she's
Yeah.
gonna run
Which we
the-
were hoping Jessie could make it, and apparently she couldn't. But it's okay. Jessie was AJ's girlfriend.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and I always laugh because Jessie, her husband has accepted us as family. And the crazy thing about it is Jesse and AJ were out on a date, and actually Drake was their waiter one time. So AJ, and I always sit there and say, AJ picked Drake for Jesse. I do. I'm going to start crying. So anyhow.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And so those are my token grandchildren till someone else gives them to me, and it's not going to happen.
Oh, wow.
And actually, it's going to be Jennifer that will more than likely give me my first grand.
These two are like, don't fucking look at us.
Yeah, she's always told us that her favorite kid's going to be the one to give her grandkids first.
Well, shout out to Drake.
Yeah.
Listen, God forbid it happens, you can have my firstborn.
Oh,
Bite your tongue.
Oh, they're good. I like it. So,
AJ, how long has it been?
October will be
11.
11. Yeah, we just hit 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And AJ struggled.
Yes.
Why don't we talk a little bit about AJ, who he was when he got kind of hooked, and if you want to, definitely talk about your boy.
Arty, do you remember the football game playing East Side for the Little Devils?
Jackie joined Kersey.
Yeah.
Youth football team then,
In 8th grade.
AJ got his knee just destroyed. So he blew his ACL, MCL, I think meniscus.
Damn.
I mean, it was bad.
And
You could hear it, and so we knew it was not good. Yeah.
And then he didn't have surgery on it for a whole year because they said it was going to affect his growth plate. And AJ was like a short, fat kid.
Settled. I see you.
All the way
AJ.
until he was probably a junior or senior in high school. Then he shot to 6'1".
Oh fuck! I meant.
Yeah. Are we allowed to
Still
swear
waiting for that
on
to
this
happen.
one? Are we allowed to swear?
Yes, Chrissy.
Oh, yes.
You feel you were at home.
Yes.
So then he had his surgery, I think, the beginning
Well, we
of
had the
freshman
first
year.
the first surgeon we saw was in Belleville, and he was like, "No, he can continue to play. He won't do any harm to him and everything." And a year went by, and AJ, it was, really bothering him. And we went to, I don't want to say the doctor's name. He was, I don't know if he is still he was the Cardinals' official doctor. In fact, the day AJ had surgery, AJ's got bumped back because he was doing a ram surgery. Now, mind you, this is all at the beginning of really the opioid epidemic, where pain pills were just handed out like candy. Mm-hmm. That's what it was like, which I'll get to that in a second. And so 8th grade, he tears his ACL. Freshman year, he has the surgery. He knew he wouldn't play. He wouldn't be starting varsity goalie at Althoff. So we were like, rather than wait, let's do it now. And so he had his surgery freshman year in high school. Now, mind you, at the time of this, I had back surgeries. I saw pain management. I was getting injections. So I had pain pills in my house. I had Percocets. I had muscle relaxers. I had Valium. You name it. I had it. And I took mine for pain. And how it started was there was one day AJ was getting ready to go out and his phone went off, and I picked up his phone and it was, "Hey, grab some of your mom's pills."
Oh, wait, can I interrupt really quick? And it turns out I already did. Just because I want to make sure that people can hear your story.
Oh, okay.
Can you closer to the mic? Because I don't
Scoot
want
on
people
up.
to get confused.
Get
and
cozy.
Oh, yeah,
complain.
no.
Is that what you were gonna say? Okay. Yeah. Feel free to jump
Kurt
in.
didn't want to speak up. I think he's nervous, so I did it. As the woman in the room, I spoke up.
So anyhow, so I had all my pain pills, and when it popped up, grab some of your mom's pills. That's when.
Your stomach probably just dropped.
And I was like, "What the fuck, AJ?"
Right.
And I was like, and here's me. I was like, I fucking knew it. I knew something was going on because I would have all these pills, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to him? I know I didn't take all of these pills.
And you said it earlier, Chrissy. You took it for pain.
Yes.
Like it those that don't, it doesn't hit the
Right.
disease that you.
And I'll get to that in a little bit. And so that was, that was probably sophomore or junior year in high school. And so, because I would sit there were times after AJ's like hockey games where he's like, Mom, my knee's killing me. Can I have a pain pill? And I'm like, well, okay, the fucking doctor gave them to you when you had your surgery. So yeah, I'd give him one.
Sure.
And the interesting thing about it is, and AJ was like, Mom, my knee is numb. He goes, it hurts. So we had to go, was it EMG? Which one's not the heart? There's EKG's the heart.
Is the heart, yeah.
So we did the nerve conduction study EMG thing, and the doctor literally sat there and said to me, he goes, your son is not wired right. Oh. And I'm like, tell me something I don't know, damn it, And he goes, no, literally, the entire human race is 99% of the human race. The nerves are all the same. He goes, there's 1% where the nerves are done. He goes, where they did your son's incision, there shouldn't be any nerves there. He goes, but your son is not wired. He's the 1%. And it always baffled me. It's like, is every addict that 1%?
Right,
that
where's
is
the
not,
pattern recognition?
That's what I always wondered. And so then, and that's how it, and AJ was also bipolar.
Interesting.
Represent.
And
bipolar 1 or 2?
I believe 1.
There's stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, bipolar 2 is you're mostly just sad all the time, but then you get like 4 days of...
Yeah, no, that was
yeah,
complete opposite
like
of AJ.
one.
Yeah.
If it's a mood, just say it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
And so then senior year in high school, the kids all went to Altoff.
Crusaders.
Yep.
Yes. I thank Father Grogan.
Told you about their retreats on the last episode.
Oh, did you really?
Well,
Jacob just did one of them. Jacob is a
so
teacher at Altoff. So.
Oh, wow.
what do
Okay.
you
Oh, yeah.
History.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, as far as retreats go, Arty and AJ's, being a mom, Arty is going to be 37. Jacob and Jennifer are 25. AJ will be turning 35.
36.
Before
no.
you proceed,
35.
Chrissy, I want to tell you that when we talked about the Altoff
yeah,
retreats, we talked about them all turning into big fucking orgies.
Oh, I still have AJ's cards from his, and Tom Mabry, one of his buddies.
Oh, I'm
God,
in fantasy.
the
I call
one
him
girl,
John.
she's.
I'm in fantasy football with him.
Oh, are you really?
I always call him John just to piss him off.
Oh, yeah. Tom's card to
Tell
AJ
him that.
was, I'll pay you $50 to lick that up off of the ground.
I'm screaming.
See what I mean?
So this is what the type of now, and these two, Arty and AJ, were completely different than Jacob and Jennifer in high school. These two drank, and I mean, well, my kids are grown, so I mean, I was the mom. I would rather have, if I knew my kids were going to drink, I wanted my kids to be at home. I didn't want them out driving around. So the boys would have poker nights, a lot during the hockey season, and they'd watch no girls were allowed. All the kids had to spend the night.
Were girls there?
One time, Connor Cox brought girls over and was like, get the fuck out.
Whose text name?
Yeah, that was one of AJ's friends.
Connor
Yeah.
Cox.
And so, and it was like, no,
Cox
get
was
them the
out.
hell out. I'm not doing this. But Jacob and Jennifer, Jacob was military, so he didn't, and Jennifer
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
When did you go in right after high school?
I went in while I was in high school.
Nice.
So they have a program where if you're a junior and you turn 17, if you wanted to, like if your parents sign off, you can actually join a year early. But
You were
it has to be-
ready.
but it has to be like National Guard. So like I was
Okay.
planning on doing military anyway. I was like, and one of the big things is, and something that I'm really trying to push for kids like that are especially like I don't know what to do with life, is like if you do that, and by the time you turn 18 and you go to an Illinois state school, like any Illinois State University, 2-year, 4-year, they'll pay for your entire tuition while you're in.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
a good buddy of mine went to Eastern. And let me tell you, I don't know if Eastern's still like that, but I had the most threesomes I've ever had in my life in a short amount of time at Eastern. It was a teacher's school. It was like 5-to-1 girls to guys ratio. It was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh, yeah.
These are the la 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 moments moms don't need to hear.
Well, I don't.
Right. Or like anyone else.
Her eye
No one.
twitches.
Maybe it's an inside thought. God forbid it stay. I remember like some of my friends did that in high school, and they were only the ones that were like really like physically apt to do it. Like
I was physically challenged.
What?
Yeah.
They whipped you into shape. Were you were you physically apt?
No, but the recruiters don't care. They'll come to your school and they hand you the cards and they're like, yeah, free college. I'm like, hell yeah. And they're like, so what do you, how do you stay, what do you do? I was like, well, I've never done a push-up before. It wasn't for me. Anyway.
Yeah. But you were a singer.
Yeah, totally. You don't need upper body strength if you could hum.
So that's awesome. You went into, was it National Guard?
Yeah.
And are you out?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in 2018 to 2024.
Oh wow, so you just got out in the right time. Good for you.
Yep.
But thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
So you didn't. So but Arty, I know you hit it hard. We're closer than I think. And AJ, he would drink, but and you drank, you still do.
Yeah.
But it's a different animal when the painkillers take over your fucking soul.
Well, and so, and the thing, he was just my kid that if a kid could push boundaries, it would be AJ. And he was extremely intelligent, but one of the fucking laziest people you've ever met in your life when it came to academics. And I would always sit there and I would describe
fucking laughing his ass off.
I'm just thinking of there's a story about him. What's it? Environmental science.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at Althoff.
At Althoff.
Yeah.
It is a requirement freshman year. You have to take environmental science. He failed it. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year.
Did he have ADHD?
No, he was fucking lazy. No, he didn't. He was just, that was just AJ.
Yeah.
I mean, and it killed me. And it's like, AJ, if you want to fucking graduate high school, you have to pass this final.
Is Althoff easier than East?
You went to West.
I went to West.
Oh, you did.
Freshman year.
I mean,
I didn't think so.
I mean, fucking Reef was failing out of East, and he went and got A's at Althoff, so that was our barometer.
Okay, this is what I would sit there and say for that.
Better teachers.
Reef is unteachable.
When
but maybe
Arty's freshman year at Belleville West, Arty was making C's, and I was like, what can we do? What can we do? And they're like, I have no idea who your son is. And I'm like, what?
They're like, a classroom that didn't have a window in it.
Yeah.
At West?
Yeah.
Well, the new West is like a prison anyway.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Yeah, their architect was a prison architect.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not saying you need a window to learn, but it was just like, this is.
Well, it must be. I mean,
But he was the kid that he wasn't failing. He wasn't goofing off, wasn't getting into trouble, wasn't skipping, he was just there. And and AJ was the one who said,
it's almost worse to be average.
I'm telling you. And so AJ was like, I want to go to Althoff because I went to Belleville East.
Lancer Pride, baby.
Amen. And so when we went through Althoff, I was like, Arty, you're switching. So he was a little upset, but
well, not really. All my friends would already been going there, so
I mean, it's a small enough town. You got friends everywhere.
And the hockey community is
let me tell you something about that. And I had my hockey to this day. If one of my teammates is a peewee at Cahokia, is down and needs something, I may not have seen him in 20 years. It's such a fraternity, but playing hockey, you have hockey friends that then scatter to different schools. You have your school friends, and I've always told this to even my son. It really helps you diversify your friend group. So if you get drama in one friend group at school, call your fucking hockey buddies. Call your pool friends. And so it was, if all your eggs are in one friend group basket,
great point.
My advice is to start diversifying.
Well, and are you still? I always swear that the hockey community, the kids, and the parents, they stick together.
You see them at
I
Wednesday
mean,
nights. Fucking the Donzies are up there every other night.
And then, well, and that Chuck,
Chuck's the one that said it,
yeah, Chuck said it. Kathy Crockett, a dear friend of ours, when she passed away, and we were all outside, and Chuck's like, he's like, these kids all played hockey together, and that friendship has remained over the years.
It's a brotherhood for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really neat, and that's like with the golf tournament and everything. But okay, but so going back to AJ, so he was bipolar, and then senior year we had a moment where he was not doing good mentally. Got a phone call, or was that junior year?
No, that was senior
That was senior year.
Gotta go pick him up.
And I always thank Father Grogan every time.
Father
I see
Clyde.
him. I mean,
Yep.
He's done all our funerals and weddings. Sometimes it's the same
just
thing.
he was the one, AJ, because you had Father Grogan at Blessed Sacrament, so
I was baptized at Blessed Sac. He was also St. Patrick's in Washington. That's in East St. Louis.
okay,
That's how my family all knew him from the Italian side.
yeah.
And now he just basically lives at Castle. He's still alive.
I
God
know,
bless him.
yeah. He's the bomb, though. So
Love him.
yeah, but he was because AJ knew him, was able to talk to him, and
Nice.
and he called me, and he's like, AJ's not in a good spot right now, and so we put him in St. Anthony's.
At Highland?
Yeah,
We were at a funeral once Father Krogan was doing, and my buddy Andrew's phone rang, and he goes, "It better be God." And he
do you
just
remember
wasn't
the first
expecting
mass
it.
with Father Grogan at Blessed Sacrament?
No.
Oh, I do. It was hilarious because he walked in and he had tennis shoes on, and we're like, okay. And it was the
Yeah.
Cards and Cubs were playing, and he's a huge Cubs fan.
Yeah.
So I remember the first mass, but yeah, no. So Father Grogan, I thank him because that gave me,
Sure.
six
you're
more
not doing
years
it
with it.
alone.
Yeah,
So
When-
so AJ, how long was he at Highland?
not that long.
Oh, yeah.
Like 3 days or 30 days or less or in between?
A couple of weeks,
So-
a week or two.
okay.
it's like
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
So did he from detox from was he on opioids or did he start?
No,
doing
that
heroin?
was for his bipolar,
It was
his
for
depression, his
mental health. Got
Yeah,
it.
that was for mental health. Excuse me, mental health.
Sure. Have you been to Highland? Are you familiar with Highland? You will be. It's still around.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, as a
Oh, I
work.
was like, are you sending me there? I'm taking my medicine, Chris. I swear to God, you watched me do it.
I should tell you the
she's
story.
working for a nonprofit, but we could probably use a couple.
And that was AJ's second stay. The first day AJ had at Highland was either freshman or sophomore year, and it was freshman year because they were at the Alta football game, and AJ was AJ. He just was. We're loud.
Yes and amen.
Anyhow, so he got arrested for being disorderly, I guess, at the football game. And you guys were just itty bitty things. And as they're arresting AJ, the police officer opens his wallet and finds a joint in there. And I just walked up and slapped AJ across the face, and all the cops turn around.
Oh, nice.
And the guy comes up and he goes, "Ma'am, I know you're upset, but we could arrest you for that." And I'm like, I don't care. He knows how I feel about that. And I've changed my thinking on that.
Sure. Mama didn't play that.
No, and so AJ
What
had
stadium was this?
Linwood.
yeah,
Yeah.
the old Belleville West,
the
yeah.
OG
Yeah.
stadium. Got it.
And so
Puked
this
there many
this
times.
this was AJ. So AJ is on court supervision, okay? And he has 1 week left of court supervision. And he is grounded still, and he wants to go out with Tom Mabry. And he writes me this contract.
Oh, God.
And again, AJ was Miss Jane's from Blessed Sacrament. She goes, "This is the smartest dumb kid I have." I mean, he literally was extremely intelligent, but he was so fucking lazy. And so he writes this contract, and it was very, very good. And I'm like, and at the end, and if I get into trouble, you can put me in the hospital. And I'm like, "You sure? You're signing this?" I said,
Nice.
"I will hold you to this." And he goes, "Yep." I go, "You're positive?" He says, "Yep." And sure enough, he went out and they got busted with weed again. So I put him in Highland.
I mean, that's
And speaking of social workers, the social worker over there, when I'm talking, I'm motherfucking this and motherfucking that and fucking this and fucking that. When I'm yelling,
Gotta do it.
because we're having our meeting, and she says to me, she goes, you know, maybe AJ would understand what you were saying if you didn't swear so much. And
Bad social worker.
yeah, well, no. And AJ literally says, he goes, yeah, no. He goes, I hear everything my mom says except for the swear words because that's how my mom talks. And she went, oh, okay. So that was freshman year, sophomore year. By the end of senior year, now AJ was a young senior.
Okay.
They graduated in May. He was 17. He didn't turn 18 until June 13th.
Whoa.
And
Coming up.
I knew we were having problems. And for me, it was more just the weed and shit like that. He had went to, remember when he got pistol whipped in East St. Louis?
Buying drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
Beaten with a handgun.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, okay, you're going into rehab. Because I could forcibly make him go.
He was still 17.
He was still 17. And he called his dad in Minnesota, and his dad agreed to let him go up there rather than go to rehab. And you know, you look back and you could sit there and say, even if the thing is, if you go, I mean, you know it. If you go to rehab and you're not ready for rehab, it's not going to do anything for you.
100%.
Unfortunately, what happened though, up there, he didn't have access to. Every once in a while, he could sneak some of mom's pain pills. Things weren't as easily available, and so then he started.
Salvel's a real deal, man. People think we're just talking shit. Like,
And yeah,
when I went to school in Champaign, U of I, the kids from Chicago would want a spring break in Belleville, not fucking Cancun,
Yeah.
because we were getting all the booze, the blow, the titty bars, and it was a lot cheaper than flying to fucking Mexico.
yeah.
It's a real thing. I mean, we were all at shenanigans when we were 17.
Hell yeah, Arty. How? I mean, I remember when I was a freshman in high school getting served. You were
Fridays?
Wherever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Arty would wear his Big Daddy shirt, and they all thought he worked at Big Daddy's. So Arty got served all the time.
Yes and amen.
But so when he was up there, that's when he tried the meth, which AJ sat there and said that was his drug of choice, was meth.
Really?
But thank God he didn't do it per se. And then it went to
Can
heroin.
I tell you something? I don't know if you know this. And I don't know if there's science behind it, but I know a lot of people that have bipolar 1, they try to self-medicate. Something about meth and that puzzle. And I think it's because there's very manic highs with the manic lows, and meth can get them, they think, out of that manic low. And they like the manic high. Yeah. I've heard stories from people with BP1 that the mania is what connects, I think, naively. I'm not a clinician. I'm not obviously a doctor.
It's like the speed adjacent. I think it's like with bipolar, everything's too much all the time, all at once. And so if your brain can keep up, then it's fine. But so much, it feels like you're just drowning because your brain's taking in too much. So I can see why, if you need to be a little faster to keep up with your own brain, like, it makes sense.
And that's So to the point of he said that, because every other thing you've said to date is really the opposite end. It's alcohol, it's weed, it's pain pills, which are downers, really, that are
you're trying to slow down everything that's too much, and it doesn't work. And so then it's like, well, maybe if I can just be as fast.
Well, and then it's like, and you asked if AJ had ADHD. He was never diagnosed with it, no. Right. But I will sit there and say he was a goalie in hockey, and they're always of a different mindset where they're
Mostly sociopathic. But, yeah.
yes.
Jumped in there for
Well,
real.
it just sounded like.
And they're well, and I think to be a goalie in hockey, you are focused all the time,
Well-
and
No mistakes.
So the ADHD test that they gave me when I went in, I was 20 years old. But it's like you sit in front of this computer and this green dot will pop up randomly in random corners, and you press a space bar every time you see a green dot. I got every single green dot, and that's because when everything you take in too much, it's like, oh, you see the ball coming in from over here, boom, I can't help but notice it. So
Yeah.
they make good goalies because you're not just focused on one thing. You're focused on everything all at once because
Yeah.
you can't fucking help it.
Did you guys watch the game last night? Freddie Anderson should have fucking smothered the puck. That was a goal.
This
Oh.
is
But he didn't. He pulled it in.
Chris and I's. We
I
go
was
back
happy
and
with the
forth.
victory.
He does sports. I
What?
do other.
I want Carolina to win.
I love Rod the Bod, but I'm a once a whaler, always a whaler. It's hard for me to pull for that sweater, so I'm really torn. And Vegas cheats, so
Yeah, I don't want them to win.
anyway.
yeah, I don't want Vegas to win.
I wonder, and this is uneducated, so a question for you and a question for you, Chrissy, about AJ is like, is there a what's the old philosophical class, psychology class? Does all bipolar diagnosis have ADHD?
Oh,
I have no idea.
comorbidities?
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
No. I mean,
Okay.
it's like a blanket statement. Like,
Yeah.
anything is probably not true. But I think it is very much.
Like a commonality?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
there's a high comorbidity because just that transfer of like my brain's going really fast and then the whole body is taking in everything. But I think it's what it's treated with. Like,
Got it.
you can't treat ADHD with a mood stabilizer. And you can't treat bipolar with an SSRI, which you can use to treat ADHD inattentive.
Kurt, I just got a Eurasian tree sparrow.
Okay, she was going to say something.
Yeah, well, I'm just so with the bipolar. When you like AJ would when he was in his low spots, he could get mean.
Sure.
I mean, it's like there.
It's like my superpower. In a way where,
The day when his freaking telephone went flying across the room. Oh, and then he pulled a knife the one day. I mean, Did
you ever whoop his ass?
like a fleeting.
He was.
like,
Oh no, whooping his ass. That was his department.
I'm screaming.
Oh yeah.
Was he
The
between you
quiet
two?
nod.
Oh,
yeah.
He had 10 years on me.
Okay, so
9
he's right
years.
close to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was, yeah.
12. He had 10 on me.
Yeah, I always get him.
School-wise, we were 1 year apart. We shared a room
Yeah.
forever.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
He was the best room.
I bet you two had some fucking knockdowns.
Yeah, I whooped his ass a lot. I don't think I ever lost.
Oh, wow.
No, seriously. There's the one time they're doing dishes and
Got the strap.
they're doing dishes and
Should have just had a dishwasher.
yeah, I should have had. Yeah, I didn't have a dishwasher then. We got a dishwasher.
I bet you did.
They were my dishwashers, and they're sitting there, and Arty's washing and AJ's drying, and he kept fucking with Arty, and Arty's like, and I'm sitting there. I worked out of the house, so I'm in the family room and I'm working, and I can hear him, and Arty's yelling at him. Better stop it! I'm going to go
just
off
know
on
what's
you. And I'm just sitting here listening, and I'm just sitting here listening, and finally, Arty just goes off on AJ. Mom, you got to stop this. AJ goes, Mom, you got to stop this, and I'm like, or did you say
Didn't
that
come
one?
across
I
my
go,
desk.
are you gonna, what did I say? I was like, are you gonna get in between this? And you're like, nope. And I looked
like,
at
you
him
warned
and
him.
we were so fucked.
I mean, single mom at this point.
No. Oh, no.
No, the old man
No.
worked all the time out in
Yeah.
St. Charles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably let it happen too, though. So.
Yeah. Needless to say, we had to go to the doctor's office, and our pediatrician.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Blood coming out of his ear.
Is that
My
is that
brother and
LZV?
I used to get
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
really.
What
If he didn't
a
move his
legend.
head so much,
Yeah.
I could have hit him better. But
Yeah.
Fucking stay still.
So,
Kinda
My
hit
mom
him in
used
the
to
side of
always
the
say,
head.
she's like, you guys are meaner to each other than you would be to a stranger on the street. I was like, that man knows things about me.
well, I
Truly.
mean, I come from a family of 8, so I have,
boy.
and
What's your birth order? Where are you?
I'm number 6, and so it went 2 girls, a boy, and a girl, and then a boy, a girl, and the 2 boys. And so the second half, we were the more athletic ones.
Okay. Nice.
And so I'm really close with my brothers. But I mean, yeah. I mean, we would play pickle and they couldn't get me, so they would just throw the ball and hit me in the head with it.
They don't care that you're a girl if they're your brothers. They really don't.
So, but those two, his stories, yeah. But
so AJ moved to Minnesota, and that's when he kind of experimented with meth.
I'm trying to think when heroin started. Yeah.
Well, I'd argue that it started when he started taking your pain pills, but obviously you know that.
Yeah.
But when did it graduate into heroin?
There.
In Minnesota?
Yeah.
I remember we had a conversation. He got a job working at Toys R Us, and I remember we went to go visit, or he's like, "You want to go see where I work?" I'm like, "You want me to show me what a Toys R Us is?" He's like, "Yeah, look." He's like, "I got Employee of the Month." It's just like
be proud of him.
I like long walks on the beach, and I'm what's his he's a Virgo or whatever.
No. I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Libra.
AJ's June.
His horoscope.
Oh, Gemini.
His horoscope. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys care about zodiac signs.
So yeah, that's what
Gemini?
AJ said. He goes,
June 13th. Is that? I don't know.
I think it's still Gemini.
Yeah, it's at his horoscope, and it's at like long walks on the beach and coffee.
I'm screaming.
I'm like, that's what you put on this? And he was just like, what else was I supposed to put? I'm like,
No,
I don't know. I
it's
didn't know you were ever
Can't give
capable
too
of
much.
getting Employee of the Month anywhere. Like, so he showed me that, and then he kind of was like, dipped. He like kind of made a comment about, yeah, I've made some pretty cool friends here. I'm like, well, if they're like the friends that got you in trouble, I bet they fucking suck. He was like, you're not open to them? I go, yeah, sorry, I'm not open to like doing a shit ton of drugs, dude. Like, and that was kind of just it. And then he like, I remember I threatened him. I go, I swear to God, like, I don't care what you do, but if I find out you using needles, I go, I'm gonna whoop that ass. And then he's like, well, yeah, it never happened. And then like, are you lying to me? It's like, well, look at my arms. And then we're going back and forth. I'm like, have you actually done this? And he was just like, I tried it once. And I was like, where? He's like, my feet. Wow. I'm like, that sounds horrible. One, because I don't want my feet touched, and 2, you're jamming a needle in there. Like, it just sounds like it hurts really fucking bad. But like, that's how I knew that was like the first time he was like, yeah, but like, I've only done it once. I didn't really like it. And so that was a lie. So.
Yeah. That nobody in the history ever did it once and didn't like it. It's a history of heroin.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the first time you do it, you love it.
Love it's an understatement.
Right.
Yeah,
and
it takes over your whole
is
world.
You never get that high back again. You're always chasing that high.
Yeah.
And, so, I mean, and AJ's biggest problem was he loved his family. And
Explain why you say it that way.
he always wanted to come back home. He loved it. He did. I mean, our family, I cooked every night of the week. We had dinners, and we always had extra kids at our house. Tom Mabry ate, I guarantee you, 4 to 5 times a week at our house. Grandma and Grandpa were at the house. And so when I cooked,
Mm-hmm.
we always had 1 or 2 extra kids.
Sure.
And we sat down at the dinner table. We prayed. Friday nights was pizza night. Nice. Saturday night was leftovers. Get the leftovers out. And then Sunday through Thursday, I cooked. He
put me under the ringer too at dinner. Yeah, between him and Arty, it was
brutal. The way
Yeah.
our kitchen table was set up is like our dad would sit like at that end, and I would sit at this end. And it was AJ and Jacob, so I would fuck with. It would just trickle downhill. So it's like if I was dicking with him or AJ, it would just end up getting to Jacob at the very end, and he would get.
I bet you had to cook a lot. It's a big boy.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, we were at Sam's every week. We went through a lot of food, and AJ, we didn't have a lot of money, but we, our kids never went without, they went to Catholic grade school, went to Catholic high school. The boys, they played hockey. Jake played football and wrestled, and Jen did volleyball and soccer. And our kids were always involved in stuff. We always had kids at the house, always involved with the school.
Sports. Everybody played sports.
Yeah, and but it was. I mean, we would sit there and we'd play games. And it was it was AJ's thing is he wanted to always come back home and be with his family. I mean, even when he was in Minnesota, he just wanted to come back home.
Did he ever come back home from Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He went up there, and then he came home, and he was home for 2 days, and I see him sneaking a bong around the house. I'm like, I'm not doing this. These guys are little, mind you. I've got little kids too. And I'm like, can't do this. And he went back to Minnesota, and it was like, Mom, can I come back home, please? Can I come back home? And so, but
Did he get clean?
he tried. And it's, you look back, and I never hid what AJ went through from my family, from my siblings, my mom. They knew. And I call AJ my revolving rehab addict. AJ was a functioning addict. He could hold down a job until he'd get to a point where sometimes he would function, and then it just really...
It would blow up.
Yeah. And that is part of the bipolar part.
Yeah, I was like, I know that game.
That's part of the bipolar.
Because you can hold it together until you fucking
can't.
Yeah.
And then it explodes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, God,
breaks my heart.
We started with the one in Missouri where they gave him the Suboxone, which I don't like that shit. I fucking hate that shit.
Why?
And because that's nothing more than fucking heroin. That's all it is.
I don't know shit about anything.
Yeah,
So when I
it's
ask,
prescribed heroin. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, so
You get just as high off of Suboxone as you do fucking heroin. You get high off of it
this
still.
is what they don't tell me.
so we
Interesting.
so we use it as a taper down and detox, but then we advocate as strongly as possible to get off it way before you leave here.
Yeah.
Oh,
But there's doctors out there that'll fucking prescribe it as your everyday medicine.
The last time AJ did rehab in Missouri, did it in Illinois, California, Texas, Florida.
You go to California?
Yeah, he was in the really nice one.
It's usually step down. They use it to step down Suboxone, so your withdrawals are medically assisted. So,
yeah.
But the thing is, and I can tell you this for myself because I was on pain pills. After we lost AJ, I went through divorce, and I'm not going to get into those details, but needless to say, on the 1-year anniversary, I did a slice and dice. And my mom, and because I suffer with depression, and my mom, she was, Chrissy, get off all your pills. At that point, I was on like 14 different fucking medications.
did you get hospitalized for that?
Oh, yeah. I was at SLU Hospital. I had shock therapy. Now, ironically, the crazy thing is, my mom's like, I went through shock therapy multiple times, and I have not been on antidepressants since then.
What's shock? What is
Shock
it?
therapy. Shock therapy. It's where they sit there and they put the mouth guard in your mouth and put the thing and zap your brain back into, and
it's elective.
It's old medicine.
Electric shock therapy.
Nobody
It's old.
told me about this.
Oh yeah,
They used to do it in the asylums.
Yeah.
Unelective.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is not good.
No, it can.
I mean,
be.
it depends.
It's not good when you're. This is why they, as far as I know, shut down the asylums, because you'd go in there. It works for some things, but they were fucking shocking the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
My mom had it. My dad left my mom with 8 kids. The oldest was 12, and the youngest was 6 months old.
You could probably find this on Fields. It's a kink.
Oh my god.
What is the
Shocking.
shock therapy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
and
keep my eyes peeled.
I'm just making sure Kurt's still with us. He has traveled coast to coast this week and is like on 1 hour of sleep in 4 days.
yeah, I get that.
So if I bring up a kink, he's back in it.
I'm screaming.
That
Also,
pumps some
it's
life
just
into
called
me.
Field. It's not Fields.
What is? Oh, sorry. Well, Ashley should be happy to know that I'm obviously not on it because I don't have the name right.
So, but what I was saying though is, so I was on pain pill, and after that, my mom was just like, Chrissy, just stop taking
Flush
everything.
it.
This is
And I did cold turkey.
Thank you for sharing this. This is
That's
like,
fine.
I mean,
yeah,
I-
it's life. I mean,
But
nobody lives a
lot of
perfect life.
shame and stigma behind, especially like attempts.
Oh, well,
And you talking about it is
The way she snorted.
yeah. Well, no, my doctor is like, Chrissy, are you? That was my second attempt, and my doctor is like, are you still suicidal? I go, doesn't matter, doc. And he's like, I go, doesn't work. And so I go, I've tried it
God
twice and
wants
it
you here
doesn't
for
work.
something, yeah.
And that's where for me what helped was the shock therapy, and then it was the group therapy.
yeah.
And then it's the realization after time goes by. What happened was, part of it was when Jake went off to, was it Jordan?
Are you talking about whenever I deployed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Jordan.
And I'm freaking out
That's
that
a
something's
country.
going to happen to Jacob. And Glenn, my boyfriend, he's like, Chrissy, Jennifer drives to Springfield, Illinois, or Springfield, Missouri State. He goes, the odds of something happening to her, getting into a car wreck, are a lot higher than something happening. And I was like, okay, great. Now I got to worry about that.
Well, now you worry about
Thanks
both
for
of them.
reminding
yeah.
me.
So thanks a lot. I
She
appreciate
was-
that.
She was freaking out
Yeah.
because this is like probably early 2020. So like, do you remember like Qasem Soleimani? Like, do you
Yes.
remember that whole strike?
Yeah.
So like that happened. And next thing you know, I'm getting like blown up by her. Like, hey, like, are you going to war with Iran? I was like, I have
Next
no
time
idea.
you next
You're
time
like,
you
actually,
like-
don't tell us that.
yeah.
next time you say remember Qasem Soleimani, then do the I took care of that.
Oh yeah.
That-
yeah. But like she was freaking
Yeah,
out about
I would-
that. And,
you
like,
know.
like everybody in my family's like
never
freaking
let the
out.
truth get in the way of a good story. my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. So
So yeah, you get
Shout
to the
out to
part
you.
of it where you just have to realize that you have to live your life.
I am just grateful that you
Yeah, thanks
share
for
this
sharing.
because I know the hockey world just lost Claude Lemieux, 4-time Stanley Cup winner, to suicide. I know it,
Oh my God,
he did. He hung himself.
Oh, that's how he did it? I didn't know that, no.
what did he do?
Hung himself. He was he
Just
was
like the Mater D, he walked out the flame at the Montreal Canadiens.
at the Canadiens game.
Like game 6 or whatever.
They donated his brain to science for a CTE study, but you just like this world, man, and it's so still. I go every year I do a walk for the suicide prevention AFSP every year for a buddy of mine's brother who I knew real well. We the Team Randy, and even there, like you the stigma and substance use disorder and addiction, we seem to be winning some of the battles against stigma. It just seems like when it comes to suicide, people are so scared of it and don't talk about it. And there's still this just dark cloud of people that have lost people to it are like, it's ashamed of their, like, it's just nasty. And I appreciate you talking about it because it's so important.
I will say this: a girlfriend of mine that I went to high school with had put something on Facebook about her daughter suffering from depression, and I private messengered her, and I was like, "I understand, I suffer," and she was like, "You?"
Right.
Yeah.
And I go, she goes, "You're the last person I would have ever have thought suffered from depression." I go, "People who suffer from depression are really, really good at hiding it."
Masters at it.
And,
Because you gotta be.
but once people know, then I actually know the fact that when my family found out everything that was going on, They're my biggest rock. My
Good.
kids are
I love to hear
awesome. My mom's passed away, but and my sisters and
I have a visual of this dinner table, and I like.
oh my
have
God, you
so
should see
much-
us for holidays.
I have so much like FOMO. Like it just sounds like the perfect, like awesome, wholesome family. These these kids fucking with each other, and you probably can't even hear yourself fucking think in that kitchen.
Oh God. So
Can you imagine?
Jennifer's fiance.
But people long for that.
Yeah, he literally had to leave the first, was it Thanksgiving or Christmas he went to? He had to leave early because it was so loud.
That's some mean
Zoe,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
And he didn't know if
Zoe
he'd
went
be
Irish
able
goodbye
to
to-
handle it. But now he's good to go with it. But yeah, we're
If Zoe came for dinner, she would have the time of her life for about an hour, and then she'd Irish goodbye because she'd need
So Zoe
for
drive
probably about a week.
I go for 45 minutes. Get ready for 3 times as long. It's overwhelming. It's the
But
bipolar.
I just love that visual for you guys. And when was his last treatment?
Was it before? It was before your birthday, wasn't it? Birthday 2015. Because he came back in town.
He came back in town,
Yeah.
and there was a period where, oh yeah, I'm thinking September's my birthday. He died in October. He came back from Florida.
It's because did he have what I call the overdose of yesterday, which was like the heroin overdose where he had some clean time.
Oh yeah, okay, and the crazy thing about it, he came back from rehab, and it was sad. He'd asked my mom because he really did, because my marriage was on rocky ground. And I had told AJ, I go, you are physically making me sick. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
I appreciate you sharing.
And we had moments where it wasn't good, because he was home in June, for his birthday. Because he had made a phone call, and I'm like, I know it's your birthday, AJ. And he just said bad things, and the kids heard it. Jake and Jen heard it. So I'm trying to think, because he came back, it was like right at the beginning of summertime that he came back. And he did a sober living, and I was like, okay, well, this is the fucking worst place. When I took him to a sober living, I was like, this ain't good. I could just tell. And it was over in St. Charles by the casino. Over there, but just the area, I was like, this isn't good. There's just, and I'm like,
Interesting.
Mother's intuition.
Yeah.
and it was, and so he didn't stay there long. Then he came back over to the Illinois side. Now, in the meantime, in the midst of all these years of doing this, AJ had Jessie. Now, when Jacob got married, one of my aunts sat there and asked me, how long has Jessie been clean? I go, Jessie never used. And she goes, are you serious? I go, Jessie never used. I go, she loved AJ. She loved him. And she put up with him. It's like, and she will sit there and tell you. Because when I was doing the letter, I had to ask her.
The love, like it says, say no more on the level of never-ending love she has for him, for the way like Drake has become a part of your family. That doesn't happen because somebody stops loving.
Yeah, she put up with him. I mean, he was in rehab. She put up with it the whole time. The whole time AJ used, she stood by him. And when I asked her about this a couple of weeks ago, she goes, AJ, when he wasn't using, was the best person. She goes, he was the greatest.
Believe it.
She goes, and I always knew when he was starting to use again because he became mean. And so she put up with him through all of those times through rehab. And at the end of his life, because he came back over to Illinois and he really didn't have a home. And I would pay for him to stay in hotels. Do you remember the one night when I dropped him off at your house? You were, living with Anthony Quinn? And you're like, he can't be there, Mom. And AJ's biggest thing, as a mom, it breaks your heart, to hear your son say, I just want to rest. I just don't want to feel like, I just want to be able to sit down and, just relax. And he didn't have, at that point, he didn't have a home. Jessie, she would, AJ would go over there almost every day. This is at the very end of his life. And she checked his backpack every day to make sure there wasn't anything in there. And the last day, it was a Friday. The crazy thing about the last day of AJ's life was I had therapy that day. And I went in for therapy, and they're like, Chrissy, we switched your appointment, remember? That's not for another 2 hours. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go to confession. Literally, that's what I said. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to confession. I got to ask God's forgiveness because I tried to kill myself. So I go up to the shrine, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for a confession. And finally, it gets to be my turn, and this is the old guy at the shrine. And he goes, I'm sorry, I have to do mass. And I'm like, you have to take, I made him take my confession. I'm like, you have to take my confession. And I told him what I did, and how I tried to commit suicide, and I needed God's forgiveness and everything. Oh, and he's like, Chrissy, can you stay for mass? And I'm like, I have therapy, but I will stay as long as I can. I don't remember the reading other than it was about a sparrow.
If you closed the sparrow.
I don't remember, except it was the sparrow. But when he talked about the homily, when he started his homily, it was, the kids will tell you, It's a Wonderful Life. I would watch, I was like one of my go-to-bed movies. And I'd watch it just about every night when I'd go to bed. And he is saying how a friend of his had worked on the set of It's a Wonderful Life. And he goes, could you imagine being on that movie set, not realizing how much a person's life affects so many people? And I'm sitting here listening to this, and I'm like, wow, God's talking to me. Because I just asked for forgiveness for trying to kill myself. God's talking to me. I go to therapy. Went home, and then I get the phone call from Jessie. Arty's in Memphis for a bachelor party. The kids are only 14. And I get the phone call, and it was just, Jessie checked his backpack every day. And that Friday night, her and her friend were going to Nashville. And they left something at Jessie's apartment. AJ was staying at the apartment to take care of her cat. And the door was locked. And so they got a ladder and climbed through the bathroom window, and there was AJ. And so as I was driving over there, she had called me to tell me he was gone. And she, she's like, the one day I didn't check his backpack. And so you go through life, if I could have, what if I would have, and it's like, you can't do that because in the end, it was his choice. Yeah. And it's when I go back and sit there and say, you don't know.
He was using every day that she checked his backpack. Like most of the days, he didn't. It's not.
Yeah. And, you just sit there and if you could have known him, if the way we are, the way we laugh, he was like that. He was even more full of, there was just something, I don't know. There was just something about
Full of
him.
life. You said it earlier, and Jesse said it.
So, and we just,
Chrissy, I feel convicted to say something to you real quick about you, not about anything else. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping, but you don't need God's forgiveness for trying to attempt suicide.
Yeah, I've been begging to say that. I've been trying to transmit it.
You never have.
for me, I did, though, because it was, when you look at the sanctity of life,
Chrissy.
that I know, but that's just, just grew up with, mom had a hard life, and her faith in God got her through hard times, and I needed it for myself. You know what I mean? I needed that. Yeah. And the crazy thing about it,
you were just so fucking loved eternally. Like there's nothing to be sorry for trying to. I mean, the pain. I just had to tell you that.
Thank you. It takes a while. It just takes. It's my faith in God. I mean, AJ died on Friday. Mm-hmm. Arty came back. And I went to church on Sunday morning, and I'm sitting at St. Augustine's Church. And
At your
crying.
ultimate low.
And literally had a mom turn around. She's like, "Are you AJ Berreman's mom?" And I was like, "Oh my God." But
said, "Who told you?"
I talked to Father Bill after Mass, and I told him about
Father Bill Pingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him. And told him about when I went to confession and Mass on Friday. And I thought God was talking to me because I tried to kill myself. And you don't realize the impact you have on other people's lives.
Sure.
And Father Bill, he goes, "Chrissy, God was talking to you. He was preparing you for AJ." And, he was only 24.
To use that homily, AJ's life is shining so bright through you, through you three, through Jesse, through Jennifer, through Drake, through the grandkids. Like this is like his story didn't end that day, and that message of the impact, that's a message of impact. Like he's impacting more people now.
Yeah.
Because of, I mean, it's shining through you guys. You guys have done a golf tournament in his name. When did you start the golf tournament?
3 years after he died.
How did that come about?
Over time, I think we all needed healing. And then it was.
Do you remember us speaking at the same engagement?
Which one?
So it was March 25th of 2016 at Swick.
Oh, yeah, I spoke of that one. Oh, yeah.
So Debbie asked me to come speak. It was me, you, and another gentleman that spoke and kind of took up the whole thing. But that's a different story. Not
do I?
Not
you
Mr.
want to
Young.
know? To be honest with you, because AJ hadn't been gone that long.
So this was, I know the day of it because it was March 25th, 2016, because it was my 2-year sober birthday. Yeah. That I came out and spoke at that alongside you. Pat, it was me, Pat, you, and then another gentleman who he's fine. He just kind of went off on a Rage Against the Machine.
I had that. That was
fucking tangent.
Because AJ, he hadn't been gone that long, and I will tell. I don't know if I ever told you.
Less than a year, if I'm doing my math correctly.
And that
6 months
for a mom.
You could barely speak at that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was,
but
Debbie helped. You were
I ran into a kid. I was at Silver Creek, one of the cooks, and I had walked out, and he was like, "You gave a speech at Swick." He goes, "You have no idea how much."
That's that homily. Like, this is crazy. That,
Yeah.
I mean, the impact.
Yeah. And so, and it was kind of, it's like I said, time went by, and, you start to heal, and he was young, and you don't want to,
Baby, man, 24s.
yeah, you don't want to forget.
It's the scariest part.
And we talk about him. I always sit there and say he'll never be gone because we talk about him and the dumb shit that my kids did, how they were with
I'm
each
glad
other.
you think it, because we've been picking on AJ a little bit. Like, these two have been up
Oh
to
my
fucking
God,
good,
no.
too,
They
you know what I
would.
mean?
I was like, those
And
two
a free pass, boys.
tormented him to. I mean, it was. But yeah.
So the golf tournament, you guys, were you feeling like a call to just do something? Because it has raised a lot of money for now 7,
8
years. Will be the 8th.
Was it 7th, I think?
No.
Year 3 or 4 was 20.
When did the Blues win the Stanley Cup?
2019.
June 12th, 2019. Best day of my life.
I was in Fort
So
Benning.
yeah, this would be the 7th.
Yeah, Jacob missed the first 2 years
Yeah,
of the
this would
golf
be the
tournament.
7th year. then.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so it was, we wanted to do something to remember AJ, but so we could all get together and remember him, and how could we help?
Sure.
What could we do to, to help? And we sat there when we first started doing it, and it was like, hockey's an expensive sport. He loved hockey. We just kind of started with that.
Did you play?
No.
No. I
You
was
played.
No.
So
Jacobs.
Arty. Well, did AJ try helping out too?
No.
No. Okay. So Arty pretty much wanted me to be like the next in line for hockey. And keep in mind, I do not skate worth a shit.
You're a big boy,
Still
though.
is-
You
yeah.
fuck. Well, why did we
Yeah.
teach this
Well,
kid
I
to
was-
skate?
Yeah.
What-
well,
what-
no. Well, keep in mind, I was short and round, but I couldn't skate.
Zoe was short and round too
I
in
couldn't
grade
skate.
school.
And then I think eventually I threatened you with the skate. Like if you don't like.
It was like kicking me on the ice, like the skates. I'm like, all right.
Oh, you can't do that.
Not good. Yeah. No, my wife still gives me trouble like every day. Like I've figured out now how to like quote unquote skate. Like I can go around like in a big old circle. But I mean, like that's
about it.
yeah, pretty much.
You got to cross
All
those.
you need.
Oh yeah.
That's all you need.
Absolutely. Yeah, you put me on roller skates, we're good to go. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what
Ice
I'm
skates?
saying.
No, not a chance.
I can go. I just can't stop. I'm a firm believer in the little part on the front end of a skate. That's like a little buffer between you and the wall.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So if
the
you
girl
kinda-
skates. Girl skates have those. Boy skates
Yes and
don't.
amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the crazy thing about the first year we did the golf tournament, the Blues are in the Stanley Cup. Had they won it?
They had they
when
won.
when
Yeah,
we
'cause you're
started
in
going
August.
out getting sponsors,
Yeah,
I'm trying
they
to.
had
They had
already
already won it,
Yeah.
and what's it? Jennifer and I went out looking for sponsors. Now AJ had been gone 3 years, and my brother Joe had passed away.
May 4th.
Yep, playing the San Jose Sharks, and we're all over at my aunt's house after the funeral, and we're like, well, we're fucking done now. So, but lo and behold, we end up winning. But anyhow,
With the hand pass game?
I'm telling. So Jen and I are out doing, and it's fucking hotter than shit outside. And we're out doing golf shit, and it's the worst because you go from the AC to the heat, to the AC to the heat, and
Oh
it's
my God, then
really,
you're just
really,
nauseous.
it's just
Yeah.
exhausting. So we get home, and it is about 5:00, and I lay down, and I had my first dream of AJ.
Oh,
that he-
really? And that long?
3 years.
Wow.
Now, and it was as vivid in my head to this day, everything about it. And I laughed because they were wearing the green doctor shirts, but they were wearing, if you're in the Navy, I was in the Navy, you wear dungarees.
Thank you for your service.
were
I
in
didn't
the
know that.
Navy?
Yes.
Bad bitch.
And so,
Did you spend time in the brig?
How much time did you spend?
You did. I knew it. I knew it.
She was
I went
still-
AWOL for 3 days. I was in the Navy for 6 months. I got pregnant with him. And it was my commanding officer was let me put it to you this way. When we went to his dad and I, we'd go to Tijuana, and I'd have to go through customs, and the custom agent was like, "They let you in?"
Right.
So I literally had that said to me multiple times.
That was back when Tijuana. My old man used to go to Tijuana.
Oh God, yeah, it was fun.
It was Mister, good price for you.
Yeah.
The hookers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah. And the reason why I got out was because they did not have any shore billets in San Diego. They had them I was a data processor, and they had them in Norfolk, Virginia.
Have you been on the Midway down there
Where?
in San Diego?
The Midway?
The big aircraft carrier.
No.
So my grandpa in the Navy, I mean, he got so many drunken disorders. He said he spent half his career in the fucking brig. She's got to go potty. Tinkle break. We're gonna get that sponsored. Zoe's Tinkle Break. It's okay to be healthy. Pipes are running. So he spent so much time in the brig. The Midway, I was lost on this for 3 hours. It was incredible. It was a full carrier. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
And they got the brig. Like you can go in it and
Yeah.
So
Never went on it. Yeah.
so you almost got thrown in the brig.
When I found out I was pregnant. Okay, so when I found out I was pregnant, I was literally leaving to fly home, and then I was going to be stationed. I was flying home for a month, and then I was going to be stationed in Keflavik, Iceland.
Oh,
Yes.
it's fun now. I don't know about back then. But.
So, and they say to me, they're like, "Oh, we screwed up your paperwork. You got to go do a pregnancy test." I'm like, "Okay." And so, go do my pregnancy test. Come back later, pick it up, and they're like, "So when you get to your next, station, this is what you need to do." I'm like, "Okay." And I turn around and I walk, and I stop. I go. Wait, what are you telling me? They go, "Well, you're pregnant." And I just, and yeah, and
Are
it
you
was.
sure? Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, I was AWOL for like 3 days, but the lieutenant and the master chief were just like, Chrissy. I ended up working for them for 3 months till they figured out, and they're like, we don't have any shore billets for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Todd and his dad and I had just gotten married. And they're like, we're going to let you out. So
you need her to
thanks,
wheel
Jake,
in?
for making me tell that story.
It's a funny story.
Do you need her to wheel in? Wheel in just a bit, Chris. Get closer, Mike. Hey, you're Mr. Mexico. Have you been to Tijuana?
Pass through it.
Okay, because you've had some
Pass
brushes.
through Tijuana?
I think so.
How the
You've had
hell
some
do you-
brushes with the Mexican law.
That was over in Playa del Carmen
All
area.
right.
We went to Rosarita for a little friend gathering, and I thought we went like right by or through Tijuana, but I've never done.
It's just like south of LA, south of San Diego.
Yeah.
It's like right on the border, isn't it?
Yeah.
Arty's dad got locked up in Tijuana.
Very nice.
It was,
Sure, he really appreciates
and it went. But now the funny thing about it is, it was not his fault at all.
Poor guy's not here.
No,
to
he
defend
won't,
himself.
because the story
It's like
behind
Rockio.
it was I had duty, so I was on base and I didn't get to go. And they went down there. He went down with two of his buddies that were from Minnesota, and one of the guy's girlfriends, and the other guy's wife did not go. And the one guy, and these were the Marines, and they were stationed at Camp Pendleton. What?
Rodney?
It wasn't Rodney. It was Bob Foss. And Bob Foss. So they're down there, and Lee was with them. And they're down there, and they're drinking. And Bob Foss was grabbing some chick's ass who had just gotten married. And
Oh, nice.
Now, mind you, Bob Foss and Rodney and Lee are all maybe 5'10", if even.
Ass grabbers.
Todd is what, 6'2"? Yeah. So, needless to say, these guys Todd is up the street and Bob's back there grabbing this and gets into a fight with her husband, and the cops show up. Because when Todd got in the car, I was like, what the hell happened? One day we're like 4 hours late. I'm like, but he had bruises from the
bracelets.
cuffs.
Yeah.
And now Rodney's girlfriend was a police officer, so she worked her magic and got them. But yeah, those were the young days. But
So back to the golf tournament.
Yes, the golf tournament.
You guys decided
So AJ, so here we are. The Blues had won the Stanley Cup. We're out doing the golf tournament stuff, and I'm exhausted. Lay down, fall asleep, and I wake up to AJ had periods in his life where they had their chubby periods. Okay. And
welcome back.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? There's
I haven't
something I do want to
exited
tell
mine.
you though that I.
Should I be scared or
No.
Okay, good.
You'll find this interesting. So I have this dream, and it's my brother Joe, who had just passed away, and AJ, and they are sitting on a bench. They're wearing the same shirts, same pants, smoking cigarettes with automatic doors, and people are just coming. Wow. And I was like, and he walked up to me, and this was chubby AJ from senior year in high school, and he goes, "Don't worry, I'm okay."
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah. Wow. And I woke up just like that, and and I've had one or two other dreams, but
has that helped you at all?
That dream.
Yeah, I mean that
That dream was
whatever you want to call it, but that seems like it's more than a dream to me.
It was Jesse had one where yeah, they're helpful. There's times where
him telling you he's okay.
I know he's okay now. And I needed that.
Sure.
That's when I think that yeah, that was
Nothing's gonna put your heart back together. I just can imagine that.
That was enormous. That
Right.
for him to sit there and come up and hug me and say, "Mom, don't worry, I'm okay."
gives me
And my eyes
fucking
just,
Holy
I popped open. I was like, "Oh my God, I finally had my dream." And I was just so thankful for that. I talk to AJ almost every day. Like, he's still here. I talk to these two almost every day, you know.
Well, you didn't, except for when you didn't help Arty move on Memorial Day.
I didn't help him on my, but yes. And then he was like,
He let you know that.
I got to do it on Tuesday, though, damn it.
Yeah, thank you.
I heard you moved just right next to Demo's, huh?
Yep.
The old palm reading place.
You can just walk right over, huh?
Oh.
So where Joe Dirt used to live?
No, he's
Kidding.
across the street.
You still there? Nice.
So I was over at my dad, his stepdad's house, and they were showing me this that it's like, what is it, Midwest palm readings or whatever?
Oh yeah.
And so we figured that out. And I'm like, oh yeah, Arty. I'm like, Arty, I'm a medium. Your toilet's gonna be full soon. Just giving him shit. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Just poor guy. All kinds of jokes can be made. Yeah.
Oh boy, So you had your dream. This was the year that you started the golf tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It was like the second time we went out doing shit for to get stuff. What I was going to tell you was AJ's junior year in high school was the one year he was drug free. Arty played for.
Oh, that Twin Bridges team.
Arty played.
Traitor.
So Arty's trying out for the Twin Bridges, and AJ wants to. Arty can drive.
why'd you fucking play for Twin Bridges, bro?
They had like a select team that year.
Yeah, it was a really
They
good
just said They
team.
played like a Central State schedule.
Oh,
It was was it college prep or
It's
what?
called like Twin Bridges College Prep, and like
Who coached it?
Darren Homecamp, and then his brother John was the UCC
Yeah.
coach. And the year before that, John was the head coach of the U18s, and Darren. Was
Okay,
the
well, they
assistant
at least
head
had-
coach of U16.
you know, just don't. You can't fucking put lipstick on that Granite City pig. That Twin Bridges is. Shout, yeah, I got you. it's north. It's they call it Granite City and Valley merged, which
Yeah.
is North County because of the fucking nasty bridge up there. I'm a Cahokia boy.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Half our team was from.
I lost my
St.
friend
Clair
too
County.
for the Cahokia ice rink.
Chain link
Okay,
fence,
so
baby.
when Arty could drive, and so, and mind you again, so what? You're 17. The twins
Yeah,
are
year season was 17.
minus 11,
Yeah,
6 years
give or
old.
take.
They're 6 years old.
Are
Okay.
you sure you're
Yeah, whatever.
Give or take. She said give or take. Damn it.
Yeah.
About.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And Arty's trying out, and AJ's just dying to try out. And I was like, AJ, I said, that's fine. I go, you can try out. I said, but you have to make the major team. I go, if you make the minor team, I go, there's no way we're driving back for doing all of this. I go, I can't do it.
Well, you let him try out for the major team.
What?
Doesn't even let him try out for that major team.
No, he did. He was out on the ice with you, and they had him. And then at the end, he was like, Mom, I made the minors. Can I please play?
No.
And it was like, fuck. And it was, I said, I'll do it on one condition. I don't want any fucking drugs. And he's like, okay. I go, I will drug test you. He goes, that's fine, Mom. And I did. And he passed.
Good for him.
And then this is kind of when we talk about what happened, how it kind of went from here to here. Then his senior year, when he tries out for the team.
Mind you, his that season, he set the record for like wins in a season for a goalie. Like 17, I think, with them having 2 goalies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the U18s were bringing back another goalie from our team, a kid from Alton, and they thought, so.
And so AJ tries out the following year for the midget major team, and it's no longer the Helm Camps's coach. It is another different person who. AJ was a hard pill to swallow. You either liked him or you hated him. He was a sarcastic motherfucker. I mean, he was. That kid could literally, if you had a sarcastic remark, he could one-up you. And me, I can't do that. He did not get that from me. Not from me at all.
Unfortunate for you.
Yeah, shit flies over my head. And AJ could just zing you. So people either really, really liked AJ or they really didn't fucking like him at all. Tries out for the hockey team, and he doesn't make the team. That's when I think it all started, Art. Yeah. Was when he...
Well, like the downhill of it all.
Like, the downhill.
Yeah. Senior year, you said?
Yeah, that was going into the senior year.
That's summer, junior, senior year.
Well, and a lot of times with bipolar, it's like when you know a huge change is coming up where your structure is not going to be there, responsibilities, you don't know what they're going to be, everything's new. A lot of times it's like you cling to one thing that feels stable. Yeah. And so.
Yeah, he did not do good, and I think that kind of started the downward spiral for him that year.
It's not just, the disappointment, letdown, shame, and the kicks on a depression switch, but now we're not playing hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we have some idle time, and it's a perfect storm. So, so this year the golf tournament coming up.
Yes.
Is August what?
8th.
Yeah, it's always the second Saturday. Yeah.
At Tamarack.
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
And this year we're doing 2.
Yeah.
Morning and afternoon tea time.
Two flights, or if you will, two shifts. What do you call it?
A morning one and an afternoon. When we started the golf tournament, how many teams the first year? Was it 28?
Maybe like 25 to 28, somewhere around there at the Orchards.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot.
And then
for the first couple of years, and then
we bumped it to 30.
Yep.
Then 32.
Yep, and now we're at
then 36. One year we had 37.
2 foursomes per hole for an 18-hole tournament.
I'm like pretty lost. I feel like
she's going to be the cart girl, or she'll help the cart girls.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's
if
it's
you're
a
gonna
long
be there,
day.
I feel like it's gonna be okay.
I mean, Arty does all of his work in the morning. Arty sets everything up. I run a tent.
Yes.
Jacob makes the bratwurst and hot dogs. Jennifer and Jesse do the and his wife Tiffany and Adam, and then Jennifer and Jesse, they do all the registration, and we have our booths out there where we have certain games, just more money to raise more money and everything. But it is never did I think it would. None of us ever thought it would be what it is. And the thing about it is, like with our group, the majority of our golfers, and I mean the majority, are one, his and AJ's friends, and 2, they're hockey players. We have actually one of our teams is AJ's coaches.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. They're getting older. they're getting so some of the coaches are getting up there. But in each year, I mean, last year we had Danny and Danny Paulson.
Oh, Danny and Robbie Paulson.
Yeah. Each year we always get
Another old
another
man.
kid that it's their first year doing it. And so, and the year before that, I just, when you have these kids and granted these, and I call them kids, and they're not kids, they're adults that are married with kids. And these, they literally, Jordan Donzie comes in from Texas for this.
Wow.
He'll be
It's like
there,
a family
Charlie.
reunion.
Yeah. Oh, where does whatchamacallit live?
Kyle,
Yeah.
he lives in Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my dad's family, they fly in from Minnesota. And
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna fill up two.
Oh, yeah.
This year, you guys have been, just incredibly kind. Chrissy called and said, "Hey, we've been raising this money. We've been trying to help out the youth organization. There's some different things going on over there. We're thinking about putting it more towards recovery. Can we put it towards your nonprofit?" I said, yes, but I go, first off, obviously, yes, thank you, blah, blah, blah. I'm so grateful. I'm oozing it all. Problem is, we don't have our 501c3 yet. We're working on that. And as of a month ago, we got it. And you guys, I said, if you need to look at us next year, totally understand. We'll still help us, be out there.
I'm like, nope.
You're like, no, we'll wait. We're doing
You're
it.
stuck with us.
Thank God for you.
And we're really, really excited it's kind of coinciding with our launch because we haven't really publicly launched yet the Tom Pondoff 11 Foundation. And
Yeah, which speaking of, okay, so it's the Tom Pondoff 11 Foundation. And what we call our golf tournament is called the Juice Cup, okay? And I used to have to tell the story of why we call it the Juice Cup. AJ's real name is Alex James, and he went by AJ. And his godfather, my brother, you have OJ for juice, and so AJ for apple juice.
That anniversary just what gave the Bronco, the white Bronco, just happened like a couple days ago, I think.
So when we
weren't born
we thought about, okay, how are we going to, what do we want to call it? We were like Juice Cup. So,
Fun.
and it just kind of, it stuck. And
Do you know Gus Felker?
yeah,
So I played juniors with Gus my whole life. And we beat the shit out of each other, and I fucking danced around that motherfucker and went top shelf all day long. Hopefully he's listening, but I always called him Juice and Juniors, and because of Gus, and it stuck, and they still call him that today.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
See, that's pretty cool.
But I love like Juice Cup and AJ. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, that's just kind of. But so what we did this year, how we named it was the how did I do it? I think it was the 1144 Juice Cup golf tournament. Is what it was, an 11-44, and that being was 11 was your dad's or your hockey number,
Right.
and 44 was AJ's.
Was AJ's, okay.
Hockey number.
Right, I
So
get it.
just to put that out there, so people understand that the 1144 is our
I didn't know that.
connection with you and AJ's.
So, and I have 11 tattooed on my back 'cause
What?
it's a family.
You didn't know that?
No.
No, you're
Great.
This is all new to everybody.
Appreciate it.
The work
Yeah,
of a
well,
woman.
there you go. Yeah, so
And-
yeah.
As we
They're
told,
incredible.
we've talked subtly about what the mission is, and our mission with this foundation is to raise money to help people between day 31 and day 365. You go to treatment for 30 days, and a lot of places that's it.
Yeah.
And you might get a packet.
Yeah.
We'd like to say we do it differently. Definitely at IRC, and we have outpatient now services and some sober living options, and your statistics and your chances at a life and sustainable recovery almost go up by 8 times.
Yeah.
If you, 70 to 80 percentile versus single digits if you just do 30 days and then walk away and try to go back to life. If you don't, and the whole idea is not just to write to collect the money and the right to check for people sober living and outpatient. It's to have social workers on staff to work with you and help you manage an adult. And the idea is to walk with, skate with, whatever, for the next 11 months.
Like for me, I mean, the one thing that I learned over the years was, you can get clean just like that.
Sure.
You can get it out of your system. It takes the brain. And this is what I get angry about when you talk about the stigma of heroin addicts, any kind of drug addict or any alcoholic. People sit there and I literally had a fucking woman say to me, AJ's heroin was laced with fentanyl. And this is very beginning when that kind of stuff, beginning when that started happening. And I had a lady that literally sat there, had no idea, and I'm trying to think
getting ready to get mad, I think.
how we had talked about this, and she's like, he probably asked for that.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I
And
don't.
you punted her?
And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think he,
She said, I don't think
And that
so.
woman is
I
now
don't
in the
think he had.
hospital.
Oh
and-
my God. Wow.
I am always
Fucking
amazed.
balls.
Yeah, I know.
Where was this at?
I don't even fucking remember, but and it was like, seriously, you really think? I mean, maybe now. But at that was literally at the very beginning of when people were taking the heroin with the fentanyl.
Right.
That, and it says it on his death certificate.
Because everybody wants to make sense of something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But that's
Says
when they
overdose.
Heroin laced with fentanyl on
So
AJ's.
it
Literally on AJ's
Now,
death certificate.
I didn't mean to
it
cut you
says.
off. Go back to what you were saying because
You already know I can't.
about
Tiny
making
little
yeah.
attention span.
You were saying that
That's a woman, girl.
people
I forget shit all the time.
people try to make sense of shit they can't make sense of, so they come up with whatever makes them feel like, he chose that. That won't happen to me or anybody I know.
Right. It's self-protection and then putting the problem on the person who suffered.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is where stigma comes from, and this is why solutions take so fucking long.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the crazy.
Preach it, sister.
I like the crazy part is like, have you looked into like the numbers with all that now, like since the beginning of the opioid crisis?
I mean,
Fill us in.
Yeah,
all
like
day
what is it?
long,
I think like death count total is like 600,000.
It's fucking
yeah, and it's crazy because I mean like one of my biggest things, like I teach current affairs, so like one of the things I'll hit on all the time is the
God
opioid
bless you.
crisis. I'll make sure to throw it in, and it's crazy because like showing the kids the numbers, like just how widespread. Because like, what is it? Yeah, like 15 through 17. That's whenever like the fentanyl crisis really started. You know what I mean? And, like it's only ever been getting larger, and so I mean like kids are like way more aware of
there's
it.
even more deadly synthetic fentanyl.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
across the border now.
Yeah.
To your point, to that number, you always got to hit it with the X7
Yeah.
because the average AJs of the world have 7 lives that are directly, whether it's immediate family or circle of loved ones, that get fucking wrecked by their disease. AJ's is way higher than 7, and there's people that may have a couple low, but the average is 7. So when you see those numbers, you got to hit it by 7 because now we have 606. Those are just deaths.
Yeah.
That's lives fucking wrecked by someone's losing their life to because God knows the people the toe tags that are in the morgue that didn't get labeled.
Well, that's like one of the biggest things is like one of the I'll ask kids like just straight up just raise your hand, and I'll be like, hey, like who like raise your hand if you know somebody, whether it's family, friends, whatever, that have lost their lives to opioids. And it's like I'll be the first one to raise my hand, and like they'll look at me like, really? And then like next like you have like it's a handful of kids in a room, and it's like, hey, like look, like this is a real and this is a real problem that we have going on. I think it's the fact is that we don't talk about it enough either. It's like, like what is it? Like you'll hear it every now and then in the news, but I think one of the bigger things that like a lot of kids took away is like, again, like you hear about it on a national level. Nobody ever really almost talks about it on a community level.
It's
You know what I mean?
not
Like bigger
we're
cities.
talking about it over the dinner table.
Yeah.
And
It's
you know
like,
whether
it's
or
like
not-
bigger cities will talk about it. Like,
I don't think they're talking about it is in fucking school. So
I
God
know,
bless
yeah.
you. Like, and if there's anybody that's got a voice, it's a brother of someone. You lost your brother to this thing, nobody's going to tell you to stop talking about it. And I can only imagine the way the kids look up to you, veteran football coach. So God bless,
You
man.
the
That's
man.
badass.
It's crazy because I think because we don't talk about it enough in schools. Because I mean, like again, like it's crazy. Like
Not just
I mean,
in
would you
schools,
imagine 15?
period.
I mean, but like, would you imagine like 15 years ago, like having something like Narcan in a school? No. That's what I'm saying, right? And so it's crazy. Like you walk down the hall, here's Narcan. You go into the trainer's office, there's Narcan. You know what I mean? You go to
So you
parks.
guys do have it.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, like
have
what
to.
you have?
Shit, I
Yeah, like
have
you
it
have
now.
to. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Glenn
you
gets it from the VA.
Yeah.
Glenn
We
takes,
just got-
whatever.
little
And
underground.
the VA gives it to you all the time now.
Yeah.
For Glenn has had like 5 back surgeries in 5 years, and so he's on pain meds. And the VA gives him. We get Narcan
Good.
every 6 months.
Little shout out to my lovely wife. Applied for a grant for our church, and we just got 200 doses of Narcan delivered for underground.
Oh,
we
wow.
hand it out on Wednesday nights.
That's
but it's
awesome.
enough too. Now we can put in each site of the gathering.
Yeah.
They have 5
Yeah.
or 6 sites. So
I mean,
well done,
well,
Ash. Even though I told you to do
but
that.
when you talk about,
I told her to.
She's speaking.
Sorry.
no, it's when you talk about this. So you listen to Jacob talking about this, okay? Mm-hmm. Jacob was 14 when AJ died.
Yeah. Well, I saw him day before he passed away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Now-
one of the
We all do.
crazier.
Yeah.
I saw him before my Thursday night football game.
I saw.
Oh, here.
Okay, so everybody. Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I worked. I managed at Silver Creek then, and that
Puked
night,
there quite a bit myself.
And that night, her brother, my uncle, owned it at the time, and
My other brother.
my other uncle, my uncle Joe, he was in there, and
His nickname was Jug and Joe.
he was interested.
Joe's an alcoholic.
And
Yeah, got
then
it.
my mom comes in with her friends, and she's going through her shit at the time, and I'm just like, why do all the family weirdos have to be here?
Well,
all
no,
the
and then you go,
Family weirdos.
What would
And
really
then-
set this
and then
off is
me
if
and my
AJ
uncle-
shows up.
So then I'm
boom.
like, I'm talking to my uncle Jimbo about it. I'm like, I guess like the only one we're missing is AJ, and no shit. 10 minutes later, he comes walking. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Full moon.
Yeah, and he was just like, oh, you're not happy to see me? I'm like, well, what's up? He's like, I'm just like walking and go to the Metrolink. I'm like, oh, Mike needs something. He's like, you got $20? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I know you're not going to pay me back. He's like, why would I? I'm like,
I'm screaming.
I'm
that was-
going
yeah,
to
that was
say
the last time I
this
saw him.
when you listen to Jacob. Don't believe that because he's going to talk. When you listen to Jacob talk about what he just talked
Yeah.
about, Arty, on the other hand, had a hard time being able to. You remember when Arty when we started the golf tournament, did not want me to tell people how AJ died if they didn't know.
Fair.
Especially because, and it was with the Hawks
Yeah.
organization and everything.
Do you think because there was some shame? Sure.
Arty, yeah, well, tell
Well,
him
I'm
what
glad
you
you're-
had
yeah.
to-
yeah, I don't know. I just,
She's putting you on the spot
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good
Well,
here.
I mean, it's
But it's important, I think.
yeah, especially now. I mean, I just didn't know how to like correlate like, oh, we're doing a golf tournament for my brother that overdosed on drugs for like a youth sports team. But then it was just like, I don't know, it's like I just was like, it's my brother. And I did anything I could for him then, and I still will. So that's how I kind of just like got over it. So
Well, when did it help?
probably after
change?
the first year.
After the first, when you
Yeah,
saw everybody
after,
show
after
up,
probably like the day after the tournament. I was
everybody
like,
showed up.
Yeah.
I get that because you're like scared that
seeing
people are
guys,
gonna
like-
because you have people that make stupid fucking comments like that woman
Yeah.
did to you.
and I would tell him all the time how AJ died.
Didn't define who he was. So
That's simply how he died. It wasn't who he was as a person. He was more than a heroin addict.
And don't let nobody
Yeah.
ever tell you any
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Because it's
So-
that. It's like when something crazy town happens and you have everyone talking around you, it's like, I want to cling to my own reality and I really can't.
And then I just think like with the golf tournament when you saw and I say this also that it wasn't just the golfers, it was the moms and dads that came to the banquet afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, honest, it was collectively as a whole, it was amazing people that we have that do all of this,
Amen,
and it's out of respect for him and for Jen, and and for me, and it's to me
Jesse.
it's, and yes, Jess, and to me it's a testament of who AJ was.
And it's not just 1 year. You guys have now done it 6 or 7, 8 years. This will be the 8th
Yeah.
year, and now we're growing it.
Yes.
Like it's still.
And it just, we're like, wow, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Every year it's a
and
bigger monster.
yeah,
Like,
Where's go ahead.
just like you didn't imagine it getting this
Oh,
big,
hell
did
no.
you?
No.
Right.
Nope.
Like, when did it flip between, like, this is what I was imagining this would kind of turn out to be, to, like, oh, shit, like, this is getting kind of more than I can handle?
I would probably say like after the year we moved it to Tamarack and I was able to max out like 36 teams. I was like, this is. We have a wait list every year.
Yeah, we're going to
like,
have to outsource some of
it's,
it.
yeah,
Wow.
like we have a wait list every year.
Wow.
I think that's when I was just like, that's what should we do two?
And Arty's an asshole
That's great.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
about
like-
Arty's like, if you didn't golf in it the year before, you're not on the wait list.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's like.
Where do you get that from?
I don't know.
I'm screaming.
But not for me, damn it.
Yeah. No.
Right. This year is going to be incredible, and we are so honored
I'm pumped.
by
Oh, it's gonna be
AJ,
awesome.
by y'all.
It's fun. I don't golf.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't golf.
We had Cam Jansen out there one year.
Yeah,
you
oh
were
my God.
pissing all
I gotta
over
tell
him.
you the
my
story
God.
about Cam Jansen.
Put
My
the
boy.
mic up because he'll
Okay,
listen
this
to
is
I gotta
so
call him
funny.
at 4.
Now,
Hi, Keith.
I am a huge. My kids played hockey when I got married, and my brothers all found out that his dad was from Minnesota. They're like, he's playing hockey, and I'm like, yeah. So my dad had Blues season tickets, had Billiken season tickets. Just grew up going to the hockey games and everything. So Cam Jansen's going to be there. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go introduce myself.
Yes.
Me with my
Yes.
sparkling personality. Now, you reach a certain point in
My
the
girl.
golf tournament where, well, we've gotten better. We have moments where Arty and I, throughout the process of getting to the golf tournament, where it's, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you, and I hang
Yeah.
up. And he goes, fuck you, Mom, I don't want to talk to you.
It's a
And
hard
we
work.
haven't. It's hard. It is extremely hard work. And so, knock on wood, we haven't had that in a couple of years. So here I am. I'm going up, and I just want to introduce him. I introduce myself and say, thank you so much for doing this. How much we appreciate it and everything. Well, my phone's ringing. What the fuck, Mom? Where are you at? I told you. And he's just yelling at me, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I go, I'm trying to introduce myself to Cam Jansen. I don't give a fuck, Mom. Get out here. You got to get. And I was like, I got to go, dude. So-
Nice to meet you, Cameron.
I remember
Yes.
we were at that hole. Yeah, that was.
oh,
funny
God,
as shit.
that was hilarious. Yeah. So that's how I got
I
it.
love
When I
that.
got to meet Cam Jansen, Arty's yelling at me, motherfucking me.
We'll
I'm
get him.
just
He'll
like,
be out there
thanks.
this year.
He was probably cracking up.
Ugh.
That's the perfect way to interact.
Well, that's when I met
He
you.
remembers
I
it.
met you guys after that, and you're like, "Were you the guy on the phone?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Damn." All right, sorry, man.
You're like, watch it.
There are a couple of things that I wanted to say when you were talking about the stigmas and everything. Do you remember it was on the East Coast? Her boys were hockey players. And it just reminded me of you and AJ. And the son came home from college, and his brother was a senior in high school. He was a freshman, and brought pills home. And they both OD'd that. They both OD'd that. That mom lost both of her boys by taking one fucking pill.
I don't remember that story.
Oh God,
but
that one broke. You sit there when you cannot put a stigma on something like that, because sometimes it just can be just one injection. It can be one pill. It can be one night of drinking.
we've had a mom speak at Underground and come on here, and her 13-year-old did thought it was like a speed, and he was spending the night over at a friend's house, and the friend's parents were all fentanyl dealers and addicts, and it was like out, and they thought it was speed that they could do and play video games all night. And 2 milligrams of fentanyl on the tip of a pencil is what's fatal. On his tox screen, he had 44 milligrams in one. He was 13. Zach was his name, and his mom Tiffany. You'll meet her one night at Underground. She's on the board for addiction.
She's amazing.
Is real, and they go around to early prevention. It's a great nonprofit. We do a lot of work with them. I'll introduce you to Aaron and Tiffany and Tennille. They're incredible. So it's unfortunately there's a lot of moms out there that are in similar.
That's what I'm going to interrupt you.
Please.
Good. Oh my God.
This is when you go through this, as a mom, as a dad, and you watch what is happening with your child, you, every day, when am I getting that phone call? And this is to all the moms and the dads out there, that is the hardest thing. You have no idea. And then for me, one of the things is that I guess gives me peace. I don't have to wait for that phone call.
Yeah.
He is in a better place.
Right.
Would I rather have him here with me? Oh yeah. There's country songs come on the radio, and I cry. I shit you not.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney's Who You'd Be Today, Diamond Rio, One More Day. There's songs that come on where it's like what I would just take for a
Sugarland.
Love you, Mom. Just one more love you, Mom. One more hug. They give them to me. But on the other hand, I watch these videos of these people on the streets, and I thank God. This sounds horrible saying this, guys. I thank God he took AJ when he did, and that he wasn't. You see these addicts, and their whole body is. They can't sit up straight anymore. They can't.
It's a xylazine that's in everything.
And
That's an entirely different beast too. Yeah.
And I thank God that AJ didn't have to suffer like that. I thank God that I didn't have to. That we didn't have to. He took AJ at a young age.
It's a strong person that can
I would rather
have any
have
words
AJ,
of gratitude through like that.
I'd rather have AJ
sure
taken when he did than to have to live that life.
Yeah.
I would not wish that upon anyone. So to parents out there, to siblings, my heart goes out to these people because they live with that still day in and day out. And it is such a hard thing
I've spoke with a lot of moms, and I'll never forget a funeral I was at about a year ago up at Renner's, an alumni from here. And his mom spoke at the funeral, and she said, "I would be lying to you if I wasn't telling you that there was a sense of relief." And it takes some balls to speak that truth, but I think everybody's thinking it like. It doesn't make her less of a mom. It makes her more real. Like she was, and also people think if you're relieved, then you can't be sad. Well, both can be fucking true at the same time.
Both at the same time.
And and I hear you saying what I've heard a lot of moms come on here and say at Underground or in situations like that. And then my heart breaks into a million pieces of what it took, and the road that you traveled, and that the disease took you on. Through your son or through their daughter to get to a place where you're saying there's a sense of relief because that phone call isn't, you're not waiting. And
I
fucking
don't have
anticipatory
The worst
grief
already
shit.
happened, so you don't.
Yeah.
Your mind can't
And
attack
he will,
you with all those.
and he will forever be. He's AJ. I have literally one family picture of my 4 kids that we ever took. One.
You sound like my
and
mom.
You were babies.
Oh, you're talking about the one I gave?
the one that's by the door. And so and it's we have family photos and everything, but one of them actually professional. And the last thing I see when I walk out the door are my 4 kids. And so there's not a second, there's not a day that goes by that he doesn't cross my mind, that my kids don't cross my mind. And so for again, it's going back to that stigma, and what people don't understand is it's like you don't ask for this. You don't know what circumstance leads a person to go that route. You just don't know what's going on in someone's life. And it's, the grass is always greener on the other side. You just, everybody has problems in their life. And so until people sit there, I think that was part of it, was doing the golf tournament, was so he didn't die for nothing.
And it's that golf tournament is I when I think of that golf tournament, I think of like bright fucking sun. In August, it's definitely a hot day, but it's there's something
some
about
years
bright...
we get lucky though.
Yeah,
some years we're lucky.
It is, and I say this often at Underground, and I say this to people that have lost people to this disease, that we have to keep their light shining because in his light is shining, and there are people that are hearing this, that this doesn't have to be their end.
Yeah,
and that is the light conquering the darkness, and that's what you guys are doing every year, and all the days in between, honoring him and keeping him going, and it's just an honor and a privilege to be a part of the golf tournament.
We're honored
to even just play in it. It's been fun. I know IRC's had a team. We did put some teams in from the podcast. We're gonna fill it up pretty quick once we.
After this gets out, that's my. Getting names.
So it's August 8th. It'll be at Tamarack. It's a 2-shifter, 2-flighter.
The first one is at 7. Is it 7? 8 a.m. Yeah.
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
I'll need to order a car.
I texted her the other day, the group at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday, and she said, "This is crazy."
It was 8.
Sorry, it was 8
and at 8:06, I said, 8 a.m. on a Saturday is insane. And I stand by that.
Man, I've been up for 4 hours by then.
And I think that you're a goddess for being able to do that. It's 10 a.m. and
they'll call me at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm laying on the couch. What do you want?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
I'm watching the news.
I'm watching the news.
So when Felicia gets to town, moves back June 30th,
Yes.
our executive director.
She's lovely.
I get back from Italy right after the 4th, and then we got to have a meeting at Fandango's.
Yeah.
So have
swings.
Some wings, some burgers.
And
some ciggies. Because you can
Yeah.
still smoke there.
It's a smoking bar.
Thought they outlawed that.
My favorite. Is that what you meant by ciggies?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You
Thank
got
you.
it.
I was hoping I had to think about that one.
Well, I know we got to... you got to eat lunch still today and get out to the ashtray. So, you guys, that's the next thing we got to kick is the cigarettes. But no judgment here. Did you see everybody smoking out here? I mean, I am pro cigs, anti vapes.
Well,
personal stance.
Yeah.
I think these vapes.
Nobody asked for his personal stance.
I think it's all bad. I mean, trust me. It's like there's points where.
Have you guys vaped?
No.
They're finding.
I already chewed.
I smoked one cigarette my entire life. I don't even know if I did it correctly.
So whenever. So
did you get high as fuck?
Smoked, I smoked like a whole bunch whenever I was deployed because there's nothing for you to do. Like keep in mind I probably started drinking whenever I was 17, 18, under circumstances.
Okay.
Anyway, but I was getting deployed, and it's there's nothing you can do while you're over there. So it's it's tobacco. You know what I mean? Either it's chew or it's cigarettes. I had a buddy of mine, Jake Spritt, God love him. And he's like, "You're gonna do this." I was like, maybe. And then eventually, I just remember yep, there we go. So I did that all throughout deployment, and then whenever I came back home, I went from cigarettes and I started doing vapes just because it was I thought it was easier that, and also too smells entirely different, but it's kind of it's just
and they're marketed to
children.
They're marketed to kids, and
which
fucking
is
finding
crazy.
fentanyl in them.
Well,
that's what I mean.
I was just what's the candy looking drugs. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Kratom and shit.
Yeah, like that stuff's even insane. Like, you know, like we
It's-
have all
that's
this, we
good.
have
We're
all
going
this
after
stuff
it.
going on, and
We're
then
going
you
after
also
it. It's
have
bad.
then you also have like the drugs that are out there trying to look like Jolly Ranchers or whatever. It's like a kid's gonna see that bag and they're not gonna read the label. Just
They
like,
got
hey.
Joe Camel for that shit. They're
Yeah.
gonna get him.
Yeah, and it's like that's just the crazy part about it. So I mean, again, like that's another thing we're like talking about, like how do we address it? Like that's another thing that we just got to figure out. I know they're really trying to hit that hard. Like I know like around here they're really trying to hit that hard too. Like I know like St. Louis, that was like they're really trying to become strict at those guidelines.
I was at a dinner the other night with people that are like writing laws and shit for this. So
Policymakers.
yeah, that's what they're called.
That's what they're called.
Thank you guys for coming on.
She said
Yeah.
It's been. I appreciate it. It always is a roller coaster of a story and a life that you guys have lived, but it's an honor to walk with you through it. It never gets easier to hear.
No, it's it's just is what it is.
I'm just proud of you all.
And all you can do is try to, and the end of it is try to help someone, and the thing is it can be beaten.
It 100%.
Addiction can be beaten. It's like my brother Joe is an alcoholic, and he would go to rehab. And
Jug Joe.
Jug and Joe.
Jug and Joe.
Jug and Joe. My dad was an alcoholic, and then Arty and AJ got the double whammy because it's like I said, my dad was an alcoholic. His grandma, she died of cirrhosis of the liver, and addiction. Sure. It's and again, it's any kind of addiction.
So it now, yeah. I mean, it is, in really, like you say, it can beat it. There. I tell people all the time in recovery that the day we get complacent is the day that it can come back up and bite your. You're in remission. You're in recovery.
Like Philip Seymour Hoffman. How is somebody an actor who goes all those years without, clean, and then boom, tries it, and again, it's just one of those things. It's live your life, be good to people, be kind to people, and don't judge. Because
put that on a tattoo.
Like my mom.
At the Prethon tattoo, Jacob. There.
And with the money raised at the golf tournament, will be the foundation will be issuing the first AJ Berreman scholarship for.
You don't. You don't. I think it's super cool. But you know what? You don't have to name it after him. It's just we just want to help people.
I want to. I like the name.
It'll be
AJ Berreman.
Yeah.
Juice
box scholarship.
I'd rather be called that.
Well,
are you down with
he
that?
doesn't let me name things.
Well, we'll let you name it. You guys will name it. But
what do you want to call it? What do you want to call it?
with time to think. We got a couple of weeks.
We can
here.
brainstorm, you guys.
Yeah.
But it would be the honor is to take that money and get somebody walk through their next 11 months, and it takes them to 70 to 80% sustainable recovery. It just gives them the tools. It was the biggest impact in my life was outpatient. I mean, I needed inpatient, and you have to have it, but then you have to learn how to adult, and you have to learn in group therapy, and you have to start doing work on yourself. Alcohol has a shelf life of 12 months, so you're not completely past it until that year, and I think meth is like 18 or longer.
Well, it's like I said, they say the brain has to recalibrate itself.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
So
not even and unlearn old habits.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. So
the brain works.
But it's all good. I mean, we just your website's coming up.
It's all getting we're almost finished with everything, and we'll have our first founders drive, and then the golf tournament on August 8th, and we'll be off and running.
So
thank you guys.
And we're gonna put it on Facebook, and again,
we'll share this everywhere, and on Facebook, on social media, we'll share how you can donate, and we'll share how you can
because the more
register for the golf tournament.
I just look at it as the more money we raise, the more. I mean, it's a hard life. When we were fortunate for AJ that we had good health insurance. So AJ's, AJ's treatments, we were lucky. I could not imagine in today's day and age, and then you're not working,
Right.
and you don't
How
have
are you
help.
supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so just to be able to sit there, if it starts with help saving
And you
one
guys,
person,
and you're doing
it's-
it, and you've done
Well,
it.
and it's like how you said 7 people. It's kind of like when you start with one turns into.
Yeah.
So, and that's just kind of how life is.
It's how the podcast started. We said if it helps one person, it's worth getting
Yeah.
on a microphone and bullshitting. And
yeah,
and hopefully we help that person soon. So
yeah. Hopefully, you can bring some hockey players.
we'll see.
Got to get on cam to kind of bring a couple more.
Okay. Well,
That would be fun.
You got it. You got it. We'll be all over.
I am going to say this though. I want people to understand this. I don't want them to get upset. This is a drinking function.
That's okay. We have. There's a lot of nonprofits in recovery that understand that to raise money at events, people that are
Yeah.
we can serve the normies their alcohol.
Yeah, we're actually going to have though. I think this year we're going to get the
loosen them up a little bit to loosen those purse strings.
what are the NA beers or whatever?
Non-alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Grab some NA beers for them, I love the taste of beer, period. I just love the
Stop
taste of
it.
beer. I do. I love beer.
No.
I
Beer
do.
girl, that's how my roommate is.
Yeah.
She's such an inspiration.
I
We
love
got you
beer.
non-tobacco
She
cigarettes.
drank like
Who we shouting out
17
to?
at,
What?
If we got you non-tobacco cigarettes, would you smoke?
Hannah.
If
She had
you got
17
me
at the
cigarettes
500?
that were,
God bless her.
if, I don't,
Did she know I was there?
Because there's like
Why
the
didn't you
fake
tell
ones
her?
you can get.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, probably. I mean,
should.
There you go. There you go.
Look at
Chris,
her.
you figured it out.
Non-nicotine.
Yeah, non-tobacco cigarettes.
Look at these guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Rock
Love
it.
you all. Let us pray.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll react if I had to. Put some things in the past too, and don't let them distract you, but react if you have to. Yeah. I'll react if I had to. Put some things in the past too, and don't let them distract you, but react if you have to. Yeah. React if you have to. Yeah.
Don't know the time,